What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NFL playoffs, conference championships, final look.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon.
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to go over each position and break down a couple of my favorite players for this NFL DFS main slate. And if you stay to the very end after all my picks and after I show you the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll give you my super secret sleeper pick that no one's talking about. Hey guys, our cash game lineup optimizer is now live. Playing cash games is the secret to building your bankroll. So that's why we've created our cash game lineup optimizer that will generate a lineup based on the highest projected ownership. In cash game lineups, you want safer plays that carry less risk and are owned by a larger percentage of the field. By using the wisdom of the crowd, we will generate a cash game lineup based on ownership projections. This new tool is available right now, so come on in and start building your bankroll. Okay, who do we have at the quarterback position? So this is a 2-game slate, so ideally you should have some exposure to all these quarterbacks. If you're only playing one lineup, I would go with Patrick Mahomes, but I think my favorite tournament-winning play here, it's got to be Aaron Rodgers from the Green Bay Packers playing the San Francisco 49ers, who have a good defense overall, and they've been good versus opposing quarterbacks, but Aaron Rodgers has averaged 18.7 fantasy points per game on the season. He gets about 3 rush attempts per game, and he's only going to be about 7% owned. Projected at 17.1 fantasy points here in the conference championships. He's 6,100 DraftKings salary and 1,900 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 46.5 points scored in this game, and they have the Packers trailing by 7.5. So Aaron Rodgers might have to air it out all game long, trying to come from behind. This guy could put up a monster stat line at low ownership. So for a tournament play, I like Aaron Rodgers here versus the San Francisco 49ers. Okay everyone, it's time to announce the winner of our $100 weekly comment contest. And the winner is John Vermalen. John Vermalen, congratulations. You are the winner of this week's $100 comment contest. Please reply to our comment to collect your prize.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal,
All you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
and then we'll send you $100 PayPal.
So it's that easy.
And we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video.
So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, let's take a look at the running back position. I like Aaron Jones, Damian Williams, Raheem Mostert, and my favorite running back this week is Derrick Henry from the Tennessee Titans playing the Kansas City Chiefs, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 5th most fantasy points to opposing running backs. Derrick Henry has averaged 21 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 20.2 rush attempts per game and 1.6 pass targets per game. He's going to be about 47% owned, projected at 28.9 fantasy points here in the conference championships. This guy scored 29, 30, and 42 fantasy points in the last 3 games. He's had 30, 34, and 32 rush attempts. He's 8,700 DraftKings salary and 1,100 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 53 points scored in this game. They have the Titans trailing by 7. So I understand if you want to pivot off of Derrick Henry because of the high ownership. And if you do that, I think you got to go with Damian Williams. If the Kansas City Chiefs get up on the Tennessee Titans, Damian Williams could get a ton of work. That's the risk here with Derrick Henry. If the Titans fall behind, they might have to abandon the running game. but you can't ignore this 30 plus touches per game in the last 3 games, and he's definitely the highest projected running back on the slate with the best matchup. So I like Derrick Henry here versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay guys, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit that red subscribe button. We put out new fantasy football videos every day. So if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, you won't miss out on any of our new fantasy football videos. Tons of free stuff coming your way. It only takes a second, and it helps us push out more fantasy football content for you guys to consume each and every day. It's because of you subscribers that make this possible. So thank you for supporting this channel. Okay, let's take a look at the wide receiver position. I like Sammy Watkins from the Kansas City Chiefs playing the Tennessee Titans, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing wide receivers. Sammy Watkins has averaged 10.2 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 6.4 pass targets per game. He's going to be about 40% owned, on the field for 70% of the snaps, projected at 9.7 fantasy points here in the conference championships. He's only $4,600 DraftKings salary and $600 more on FanDuel. So he's going to give your lineup some salary relief. Vegas thinks there's going to be 53 points scored in this game. It's a high-scoring game. The Chiefs are favored by 7. This is a home game in a decent matchup. So I like Sammy Watkins here versus the Tennessee Titans. The other wide receiver that I like is A.J. Brown from the Tennessee Titans playing the Kansas City Chiefs, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. And although they've been good versus opposing wide receivers, A.J. Brown has averaged 14.5 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 5.3 targets per game. He's going to be about 51% owned, on the field for 68% of the snaps. He's been awful in the last 2 games, only scoring 3 and 1 fantasy point, because they've been able to rely on Derrick Henry running the ball. But now they're playing the Kansas City Chiefs, and they're projected to be behind by a touchdown. So this could be the game that A.J. Brown goes off. He should get a ton of targets in this game. He's projected at 14.5 fantasy points here in the conference championships. He's only $5,200 DraftKings salary and $1,600 more on FanDuel. So I like A.J. Brown here versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Real quick guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL, and you can try the tools for NBA. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, moving on to the tight end position. Of course, Travis Kelce and George Kittle, those are the 2 studs this week. I prefer George Kittle. I think he's going to be the guy to go off. And you're going to save some salary over Travis Kelce playing George Kittle. But if you're looking for a value play here at tight end, I like Jimmy Graham from the Green Bay Packers playing the San Francisco 49ers, who have a good defense overall. They've been good versus opposing tight ends. Jimmy Graham has averaged 6.3 fantasy points per game on the season, getting about 4 pass targets per game. He's only going to be about 13% owned, on the field for 58% of the snaps. He scored 8 and 9 fantasy points in the last 2 games. This guy could be a big surprise if he catches one in the end zone for a touchdown. He's projected at 5.7 fantasy points here in the conference championships, and he's only $3,700 DraftKings salary. He's $1,600 more on FanDuel. So we know Vegas thinks there's going to be 46.5 points scored in this game, with the Green Bay Packers trailing by 7.5. If Aaron Rodgers does have to air it out, Jimmy Graham could get a ton of targets, so I like Jimmy Graham here versus the San Francisco 49ers.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video.
You've unlocked the bonus content. Okay, my super secret sleeper pick for the conference championships is Geronimo Allison from the Green Bay Packers playing the San Francisco 49ers, who have a good defense overall, and they're middle of the pack defending opposing wide receivers. Geronimo Allison has averaged 4.8 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 3.4 pass targets per game. He's only going to be about 3% owned. This is a risky pick here, but he's on the field for 59% of the snaps. He's projected at 6.1 fantasy points here in the conference championships. He's only $3,700 DraftKings salary and $900 more on FanDuel. So we know Vegas thinks there's going to be 46.5 points scored in this game, with the Packers trailing by 7.5. This is another guy that could benefit if the 49ers get up big on the Packers and Aaron Rodgers is forced to air it out. He could see some increased targets here. If he catches one in the end zone for a touchdown, he could find himself in the winning lineup. So I like Geronimo Allison as a high-risk, high-reward play here versus the San Francisco 49ers.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck. Do you want more fantasy football picks? Check out the video linked right in the middle of the screen. If you got any value from this video, please tap that subscribe button before you get out of here and ring that bell notification so you won't miss our daily fantasy football uploads. We're putting out new videos every day, so I don't want you guys to miss any of our free content.